So let's start by dealing with what you should think about immediately after someone dies. First thing, make sure to get a legal pronouncement of death. If you call 911, for example, paramedics may try to revive your loved one as they are trained to do. Um, Make sure you have do not resuscitate orders if that's what your loved one wished, or advanced care directives ready if your loved one chose not to want to be revived. And as soon as possible, the death should be officially pronounced by someone in authority, like a doctor, in a hospital or a nursing facility, or in hospice care. The appropriate person, boy, tongue twister for some reason. The appropriate person also fills out the form, certifying the cause, time, and the place of death. And these steps are going to make it possible for an official death certificate to be prepared. This legal form is necessary for a number of reasons, including life insurance and financial and property issues. The body then is going to need to be transported. The county coroner and 911 can also transport the body for you. Otherwise, you'll need to contact a local funeral home or a crematorium to do this. One of our prior guests is the owner of a local funeral home. And in that interview, she described the process when they are called to recover a body and transport it. I'd like you to go back and listen to a prior Women Winning Wednesdays episode, and that was my interview with Michelle Reese Weissman. She gave us some really good insight on this. And I'll put the link to that episode below this video. I want to mention autopsies briefly. A doctor may ask if you want an autopsy of your loved one. An autopsy is a medical procedure conducted by a specially trained physician to learn more about what caused the death. If your religion or your culture objects to autopsies, you want to make sure and discuss this with the doctor. Your loved one's medical records remain protected in the same manner after death as they were before. And there are only a few exceptions to this under the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. That's a federal law commonly known as HIPAA. Now, if your loved one had an estate plan, check to see if they signed a HIPAA authorization and who is permitted to access their protected health information after their death. I also want to address organ donation. Did your loved one want to donate their organs? Your loved one's driver's license will show whether they wanted to be an organ donor. If they wanted to do this and if they died at a medical facility, you want to notify the staff right away to begin the process of harvesting and preserving those organs. If they had an estate plan, you can check whether an organ donation form was included in your loved one's portfolio. That form will describe the extent of the donation and the purposes for which they authorized it. Another topic immediately after someone dies is don't forget about our pets. Give pets food and water and arrange for someone to come let them out or clean up after them if needed. You'll want to make plans to care for the animals for the next few weeks at least until they're given to their new guardian. These wishes might be included in your loved one's will. For many pet lovers, including myself, their furry friends are usually the closest to them, including right until the end. So be sure to care for their needs too. You know, after seeing some animals behave after their owners are laid to rest, I'm convinced that they grieve too. They just do so in their own way.